Hey guys.
Why do I say it like you?
Okay,
you
say it
need
like
to say it in
you.
a British. Hi guys.
Hey guys.
No, I mean you need to say it in a British accent
Hey,
because I always
guys.
say it in a Canadian or American.
Yo guys. Why is the voice deep? Like there's not girls. Hey guys. Oh.
Hi everyone.
Hey everyone.
Hey everyone. You look alright.
You right? You look alright.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Welcome back to the
Deb8Ldn Podcast.
Guys, that is here to stay.
It ain't going nowhere.
going
We're gonna
anywhere.
professionally record it. We'll add some animations, like
Yeah.
a proper intro. It's coming, guys.
Yeah.
Wait us.
Wait. You see when people go to the booth with their friends?
Yeah.
I would kill it.
No, you guys don't want us in it.
I would kill.
You don't want us to go
I
there.
would kill it.
I've heard some bad raps. Yes.
Like bad as in good or bad as in really
Bad.
bad?
I'm thinking
Okay,
like,
fair.
guys, it's so easy to rhyme on time. All you gotta do is stay in line. If you want to hear me do it right now, all you gotta say is "Go go cow."
Go cow. I thought it was easy.
But this is pressure.
It was
If you
easy.
put me in a booth for like 5 minutes,
Give me
guys,
5 minutes.
Give me 5 minutes.
Let her cook.
Let me cook.
We're actually silly.
We're so stupid. Hey guys, Temmie.
Esther, and you are watching the
Deb8Ldn
Deb8Ldn Podcast. But yeah,
Ooh.
so welcome back, guys. If you're new here, hello, hi,
Hello.
welcome. We like to yap
Uh-huh.
online and in real
And
life.
IRL.
So make sure you come to our event.
Yes.
By the time this comes out, I think we would have had the Feb one, right?
Yes, of course. We would have been doing.
Yeah.
We would have done Feb. It's
would have
gonna
done
be our
Love edition.
love edition.
Yeah.
No, we would have been done.
It would have been done. Yeah, we would have done our love edition by the time this comes out.
Give us
so-
your feedback if you guys were there.
Yeah,
Tell us
if
in
you
the
were there, tell
comments.
us in the comments what you enjoyed about it, what
Yeah.
you liked, what you didn't like. We
Yeah.
always want to hear back from you guys.
We do. We're working. We're improving. We're
Yeah.
taking amends.
Always.
We actually had a whole segment that was suggested by one of our attendees.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So-
That was like people. They were like, we're tired of just sitting and waiting for people
Yeah.
to come.
Yeah.
Guys, if you do events, you know, especially if you do like events for people that are like of our age,
Yes.
of our background. Oh my goodness. me.
How that's the thing. Like I remember when I was in Nigeria, I was like saying to Bukola, like my friend who I went with, how do we guarantee?
that we're gonna be on time?
No, how do you guarantee for people to come to your event on time?
Yeah,
Because you can't guarantee
free food. Free food.
Free
I
food.
cracked the code with y'all.
Yeah.
Free food.
But then are you gonna do free food in like a rave, like a party?
I don't
It's
know.
not really that vibe.
Yeah, but maybe for debate we can just be like free food. No, but people are better now.
People are actually way better now.
You guys are on time.
Like
so
people
shout
are
out
on
to you
time.
guys. Yeah.
I actually love that.
Yeah.
What do we think it is?
It's because we did the trending topics
That
So,
made people come on time and they don't want to miss it.
Yeah, because in the beginning we just talk about like because the questions are quite deep. We like
Yeah.
to talk about things that you wouldn't really
Intellectually
talk about.
stimulating.
Intellectually stimulating conversations. So
Trending topics is just
trending
kind of-
topics is just the plantain topics, like just
Who
things
coined that, by the way? Plantain.
Plantain Pappy.
Was it?
Apparently, it was him.
Who the hell's that?
He's like some guy on Twitter.
Guys, I'm not a Twitter girl.
He was a guy on Twitter and he coined the term plantain. Someone was giving me like a whole rundown on how it
Oh,
became a
for
term.
real?
I forgot what you said, girl. But
No.
she was giving me like a whole background thing, like
Because
yeah.
they ate with that. Like
Yeah,
that encapsulates what it means.
What it means.
So well.
Yeah.
So well.
But it's not just So trending topics are just like what people talk about.
What are people
online,
talking about,
and
yeah.
it's usually like really funny, light-hearted, chill.
Yes.
So I think
yes.
maybe people don't want to miss that. That's why they come on time. I don't know, guys,
love
but you
that.
guys are better.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
doing
you.
better
Yeah.
for us.
But guys, make sure you like, comment,
And
share,
subscribe,
come to our
share.
events in
Yes.
real life.
Yes.
Join the WhatsApp group. There's so many
Yes.
things you can do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can even send us some don't
Cancel me.
me's,
Yeah.
some dear debates.
Yeah, some dear debates. Send it to us. We love, reading them out. You guys see our reactions.
Yes.
But yeah, let's just jump straight into it. It was Temmie's birthday. It was your birthday.
Guys,
by the
can you
time this
believe
comes
it?
out. Yeah.
I'm actually grown.
We're grown. We're actually growing.
Grown.
We're actually growing.
What, our
like-
friend got married the other day as well. I was
Yeah.
thinking about that. Like, we're at the age where people are getting married.
Yeah.
Like, close personal friends are getting married.
Yeah, like before it was just like distant people that I know, like,
Yeah.
oh, this person from school is getting married. But
Yeah.
no, people in our group
Yes.
are taken.
As in,
She's
take
off
it
the
as
market.
off the market, like
Yeah,
husband
she's
and wife.
married.
That's
Yeah.
what made me think, like, my birthday, people getting married. My birthday was cute, though.
Yeah, very cute. The thing is, I feel like for your birthday, what do we usually do?
Usually we eat.
Yeah.
Go to a fancy restaurant.
Yeah.
And put on a cute dress.
Yeah.
Take a picture.
Or travel.
Oh, travel. Yes. We travel.
We
So we went to
travel.
Paris.
Went to Paris.
Guys, Paris in February, though.
Yeah, but I feel like unless for your birthday, like unless it's like Africa or somewhere that's just guaranteed to be hot.
Yes.
It's like, I don't know if the weather's on your side, girl.
It isn't. February, the best month in the year. Don't forget. But
we'll give it to you.
When it comes to the weather, it's actually really shit.
Yeah, the weather's
but
not
I also feel like I'm tired of forcing everybody to like save up all your flipping coin to spend racks to come for my birthday.
Tell me, if I can't go to Paris for my friend's birthday, like Paris from London, then girl, am I even a real friend?
But that's the thing. Like, don't you think this is another thing that I always think of, right? Like, as we get older and we're requiring marriages, but like more people getting married, like more people are celebrating big milestones. Everybody needs to get their money up.
100%.
And
because we're turning 30 next year. 30. So, and we're like, our birthday's like 4 months apart.
Yeah. And a lot of our friends are around your time, your birth.
I told them to move it to the year after. I told them to move it to the year after. Next year's my 30th.
No, legit, claim the year. But are we like, I don't know how I feel about all of that stuff. Because when it comes to like finances for other people's celebrations, because I completely... Like, I would always show up for other people when it comes to that, simply because I recognize that I can do that. Like, I'll put money aside, or I'll just save, or I'll just, like, I'm in a position where I feel like that's fine. But, like, I also recognize that might not be the case for everyone. So when I'm forcing everybody to go to Dubai for my even random birth, we went to, like, I forced Esther to come to Tulum with me, 26.
Yeah. I came out, I was broke. I came back broke.
That place was expensive.
That place was so expensive.
Yeah. And we like to do things bouge, where we ain't gonna lie.
So you know what? The other day, I think someone said in the group chat something about like lifestyle babe, like if she's a lifestyle babe, and then that term it's not an insult. Like lifestyle babe, I'll claim it. Okay.
Yeah, like as opposed to what? What else should I be? Do you know what I mean?
Listen.
That's what people say about like, oh, you know, you have to go if you go on her Instagram.
I've got
and the
stories.
highlights.
I've got the highlights, y'all. I've got it because like, it's not offensive
and like truth it is, not truth it is.
Yeah.
But I do think if I'm like forced every year, like guys, like, and it's just gonna get bigger and bigger. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like if you're doing like Mexico Tulum for 26 at 30, like do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the only reason I haven't told everyone to like we're going to the Maldives is because I think I'm taking the piss.
But not the Maldives, child, guys.
Like I think I'm taking the piss.
Our pockets.
No, legit, and it's like. To what extent is like, girl, you're asking for too effing much?
I think it depends on the depth of your friendship, because I feel like even for Mexico, people are like, oh, girl, I can't make it. Yeah. It's too expensive. But I feel like because I'm your best friend, I was like, guys, I'm just going to suck it up and I'm going to go to Tulum with this girl. And we had a blast.
It was so the best time. It was actually so good. We had such a good time. Shout out to Rim as well. That was actually really
shout
sweet.
out to Rim, girl. She came as well.
Yes.
But it was just a vibe. It was a really, really good time.
I do agree with that, like in terms of like just showing up for when you can. But like it'll get to a point when everybody's doing the same thing. Like next year we're talking about our other friend whose birthday's in February.
Yeah.
And then one of her friends.
Yeah.
So what? Brazil week 1.
Yeah. Week 1 Brazil.
Morocco week 2. Dubai week 3.
For week 3.
All in Feb.
Yeah.
But like it's good. I'm gonna be like no. And who you say no to? It can't be mine.
And you know, girls as well. We will cut you off. You went on my birthday. You are getting cut off.
But I get it though, because like.
Yeah, it does be getting expensive. Yeah.
It gets expensive.
I don't know. What do you actually do? Because I think some people are just like, if I can't make it, I can't make it. And whatever you want to do with that information, you can.
Yeah.
Whereas other people are like, I can't make it, but I'll try.
Yeah.
Like,
I hate, that's one thing I can't stand.
What?
If you can't make it, just say.
Oh, yeah.
Just say I can't. Just say you can't make it. Like I will know if I can make something. If I'm doing I'll let you know. Just know I'm
not gonna go.
I'm not gonna go, and I will say I'm not gonna go. I hate the like. Oh, I'll let you know. Like, guys, you're wasting people's time.
It's true.
You're wasting people's time.
It's true.
And I also think like as much as I'm saying this, if I do decide to go to Dubai next year for my birthday, I'll let y'all know by like June, July. Do you know what I mean?
True.
I'll let
you give us time to
know.
plan. Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Time to plan.
And that's the thing with marriages. It's gonna be
what I have to ask my husband.
No, oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Oh, like you have to ask your husband if you can come.
My spouse. I remember when my partner went somewhere and he told me, he was like, oh yeah, like I'm going. I said, did you ask me? Did you ask? Like, what do you mean you just booked And that's my boyfriend. So imagine husband.
I didn't.
Husband. Please. Girls trip.
How else do you ask that? And then think about, I was talking about this with one of my colleagues. Like, he was saying he knows guys that, like, the girls aren't allowed to go nowhere.
Not allowed.
Like, yeah.
Temmie, do you remember when we went to Dubai? Oh my God. Me and Temmie went to Dubai. When did we go to...
Which one? Which one?
I don't remember who it was. I think it was the three of us. I think we went to Dubai, and then there was a girl that was on the
oh my gosh, yes,
she was on the Mandem's like, trip.
It was just this one girl.
Yeah, you could tell she had that man was just doing too. He could not be trusted.
Yes,
it was an ultimatum. If you're going, I'm coming
with you. I remember that. I always felt like, I would hate. Just wrap it up. Wrap it up by then.
Because if you're having to watch every single move and have to be everywhere he is, just wrap it up. Yeah,
and like, who wants to be the only girl on a holiday like that? I'm surprised he even like
said yes.
But then he was like, I'm not missing the boys trip for nothing.
So you better just come. Yeah, you just have to come.
And she actually came.
I know his boys were probably sick of him. Like, bro, what is she doing here? Bro, she knows my girl. Like, they were tired of
I hate that. It's so true.
She was like, had a leash on that man. Wherever you're going, I'm coming.
Yeah.
You're on your last
I'm not really for any of that.
100%. If I have to do all of that, you're good. I'm good. We're good.
We're good.
We're good.
We're actually so good.
Enjoy your life.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I think the idea of a couples trip, that's so cute. Like, so
amazing.
cute, so
10
cute.
out of 10.
But I'm just the only one.
Yeah.
And none of the other girls made it, but because I had to be here because I refused to let you go. No,
that's not it.
We ain't doing
all of that. We ain't. Yeah, no. But that's like, people are like, oh, like searching through phones, all of these things, like trusting your partner, all of that stuff. So it just is all
Val's Day
the same thing.
Val's Day is past. Are we gonna get into it,
guys? How was your Valentine's? Tell us below. How was your Valentine's? Yeah,
if you had one.
Galentine's. Yeah, I'm trying to plan a Galentine's. Well, I was trying to plan a Galentine's, and my friends weren't having it. But okay.
I just feel like it's just a bit too close to the big day. You know
what
I mean? The birthday, the big day.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Tell me, like, you guys can't have no fun around my day.
Let me have my day first. Y'all can do that shit afterwards.
Done.
Inside the chat room.
I like that.
What?
Guys. That's sticking. Get us in the booth. 2026.
You guys aren't actually ready for us in the booth, but anyways. Inside the chat room.
What are they talking about, guys? So if you have been here before, if you haven't been here before, this is where we talk about what was going on inside the Deb8Ldn chat room.
Yes.
So for those of you that don't know, we have a WhatsApp group. Join. It's amazing.
Yes.
It'll be going off every day.
They are active.
They are talking every day.
They're talking right now, guys.
They're talking right now as we speak. And this week, somebody put in there a video of, what's her name? Queen Thanos? UK Thanos. UK Thanos.
Queen Thanos is hilarious. I love that.
Love you, girl. Clearly, I'm a fan. Put in there that she was talking about her experience, like, being obese. She said, I'm not as obese, but she was talking about all the things she hated about being obese.
Yeah.
And then she said that morbidly obese parents who allow their children to... Parents who allow their children to get morbidly obese should have them removed and be arrested for neglect.
Woof.
So she put it in there, and then people in the chat were like, I agree. And some people were just like, well, no, because that's just too far. Like, if my kid is just loving to eat, am I going to stop them?
Yeah.
And then it went into the whole topic of, healthy eating is so expensive. And it's cheaper to eat junk and all of these things. But it was a very interesting conversation. What do you think?
That is a really touchy. Is it touchy subject?
Touchy. Maybe trigger warning?
Maybe.
Image.
I think, one thing I actually do think about is the fact that, like, you should be watching what your children eat. I think you should be watching what your children eat. I think I have a friend who, like, when I opened her fridge, shout out to you, love you. Like, it's not, I don't even mean it in a crazy way, but, like, her fridge was always full of, like, rabbit food, right?
What's rabbit food?
Just, like, greens, carrots, like, kale, like, maybe you'll get a yogurt here and there, but, like, it was just so, like, it was a meal house, and it was, like, a healthy meal house at that, and, like, even her palate is, like, from what I remember, it's, like, healthy. Like, she just always, like, leaned towards that, but it was, like, inserted. It was enforced upon her. Is that the right word?
Yeah. Maybe
influenced. Yeah. From very, very early because of her. Yeah. Because her parents. So it just made me think, like, if you aren't, first of all, watching what your children are eating, and if you aren't having a positive influence on what they're eating, then I can see why you kind of have failed in that in that part, right?
You know, when you put it like that, I kind of do see why. Like, neglect sounds extreme, but that's literally what it is.
That's what it is.
You're not
right?
watching what your kids eat. You're not paying attention to what they're putting in their bodies. So of course it can be seen as a level of neglect.
Yes.
But also I feel like if my kid just loves burgers, also I feel like it's the same with like iPad parents.
Oh my
for
gosh,
example,
yeah.
because it's like you're quieter when you have that iPad.
Yeah.
So take it. There you go. Because mum needs to get some work done. And I think it's the same sort of sentiment when it comes to food. Like, you know, you are going to complain and whine because this is broccoli. Yeah. But when it's McDonald's, you're eating everything. So I think maybe some parents are like, well, at least you're eating. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but I genuinely feel like it's wrong. And I think I do hear the argument. Like, I'm trying to think about my circumstance. I feel like I was a big kid.
Really?
I think so. I feel like, from what I remember feeling big when I was little. Yeah. And I also remember, like, shout out to my mom, a hardworking woman. Like, she was putting in them shifts. So I do hear that argument that people say, like, you know, the thing about, you know, parents who are always working don't necessarily have all the time to be with their children, like watching what their children eat. I remember I used to be in like daycare quite a bit. I don't know what you guys call it here.
Nursery?
No, like after school club and stuff like that. Yeah. After school club. And like we would eat what they gave us. Yeah. But I loved the snack. Yeah. We had locks on the snack cupboard.
Really?
I undid that shit. And I
want more snacks.
I want more snacks. I always was a snack girl. So I feel like me remembering being big, like that's probably not fake. Like I remember I was eating a lot of food. Yeah. But then there was just, I think sometimes you're just more inclined to be big as a child. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Is that true, or am I making that up?
No, they had to beg me to eat.
For real?
Esther, one more for me. Esther, one more. If you love your mom, if you love your dad. Like, that was the vibe they were doing. They would be like, oh, I do love them. One more. Like, that's literally what
hilarious.
Used to be to get me to eat. Like, my older sister, like, I was not a kid that would like to just
What did you like to do?
Play.
No,
like, I like to play outside. I just like to do anything else. Like, eating was a chore.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
I hear that. I hear that
again.
Yeah.
I just ate.
No.
So for me, it was like,
can't relate.
Yeah, I didn't think I was like a big kid. They had to beg me to eat. So I think we're on like opposite sides of the spectrum. Like, what's a good? Because they used to force me. Yeah, like they used to be like, you're eating. Yeah, you're, and like, don't leave here till you like you're not getting up until you finish everything, and then you would just find like devious ways of finishing it, like putting it in these places because obviously
that
you
is
want to get
so
up.
Bad. Yeah, I actually remember that. As in, I remember that not being me, but I remember that hearing about that. Yeah. I just always loved food, and I think I always loved like bad food specifically. I loved like saturated fats and Lay's
fried.
I loved all that stuff so much. And then I think also being in Canada, like I remember when I first moved here, the food compared to Canada, I was like, y'all.
Till this day, like, it's not the same.
As in, it's not, no, because it's genuinely not. And that's not necessarily a good thing, because I think your food is healthier here. Yeah. That they were, and we were kids, and there was like, if I start naming Dunkaroos, like, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know what we were dealing with.
We don't.
But it was just snacks, and like, you had your own, you guys call it we call it pack lunch, but I can't remember what we used to call it back then. Yeah. But anyways, it was like filled with snacks and bad stuff. And I think that one thing that we underestimate, and I think I learned as I got older, is like food can be addicting. Yeah. It's like an addiction to this sweetness, or just the constant
like the
movement.
comfort.
Yeah, exactly. So when we're talking about it being a form of neglect, I think it makes sense, because that means you simply just aren't watching what your child is getting up to.
You're not involved enough.
Have you ever seen, like, no offense, but like a fat kid? When I say kid, I mean like 6-7 years old.
Yeah, I think there's a girl on TikTok. Her name is Jalil. I think that's her name. Her name begins with a J. I don't remember what, but she's a big kid, and I think UK Thanos used her as an example. Like, her mum is like,
I don't think that's right, if I'm being honest,
with the fact that she's a big kid.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it might not be a chubby like baby fat and stuff, but like, why
a big kid is like, I do think it's extreme to say neglect, but I do think it just means that you're not putting in the time and the effort to like cook for your kids, like monitor them, because even though we have two different experiences, and we're not even just saying this for morbidly obese children, but I just mean even maybe like really malnourished children. Okay, like, making sure, because I feel like when I got older, I'm glad my parents forced me to eat, because it was like, you need to eat to live, girl. Do you know what I mean? But on the other hand, like forcing or making sure that they're not doing can have negative effects, like both of them.
Like,
because you could have a child, like for me, being made to force my food, I could have developed trigger warning and eating disorder. I could have had very negative like feelings around food because I was forced to finish it. And for you, maybe you could have grown up with like an addiction to food.
Oh my gosh,
do you know what I mean? So I think it's really tricky to like find the balance. Like parents.
And I feel bad for y'all.
Feel bad for you guys.
And I genuinely, I wonder like if that's the case then, especially like a working parents, so like they don't have the time, or they might not be able to monitor every single thing. How, or like even in the case where I was in daycare, and fair enough, there's like rules. Like I think you can't just give children anything nowadays.
Okay, fair.
But children can find ways.
That's what she was saying.
I mean? Children can find ways.
Yeah. In her video, she was basically saying like she doesn't blame her mum, because her mum used to go to work and her childminder would be like on the phone to her boyfriend, and she's upstairs ordering Domino's and telling them ordering Domino's, telling them to sneak it through the window.
Oh my god.
Like sitting down and eating everything because she was that addicted to food. But one thing that would be interesting to touch on would be the fact that I think it might not even just be for neglect, but even because you know the repercussions that come with looking a certain way. Like maybe if your kid is like, you know, super skinny, or maybe if your kid is really big, those both have negative effects, and you don't want them to be bullied. Kids can be really mean.
True. That's very true.
You know, and she was basically saying how like it's not fun being the big kid out of everyone. She said she used to do things like when she's with her friends, she wouldn't say she's hungry first because they would think, of course you are. Like, of course you're hungry. So she used to wait until everyone's like, oh, I'm hungry. She'd be like, oh yeah. Like,
I used to do that.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys.
So she was basically saying, like, I've seen parents on TikTok, for example, like shave their child's unibrow.
I was just gonna bring that up. Before
they start school, because I don't want you to get bullied for having a unibrow. So let me like that problem is no longer a problem. Same thing with food.
And I think same thing with food, right? But I think it gets into dangerous territory, and I think this can apply to any like side of parenthood where it's like you're trying to live through your child. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Where like you've heard of almond mom? Where it's like the mom who don't even eat, and like her eating disorder has spilled into her child, basically. And I think if you have that, if you are a child with that type of mother, or if you are that type of mother, subconsciously or even consciously, you're going to put those ideals onto your child. And I think it pushes it definitely, and it pushes them in either direction. I've heard of it on TikTok where it's like the almond mother has given birth now to a girl with an eating disorder that shows in obesity, because she went on the opposite side. And then there's also like the one was obviously like the exact same thing that's happened, because the almond mom effect has infiltrated the child. Like she's also skinny now too.
That's so sad.
And I think of course it's gonna affect you, right?
I think I would be that parent. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna let you get bullied. I'm doing everything I can to, because kids can be so mean. She said something about how it really like messed with her self-esteem, and she like used to go for men that she knew were like less than her because they were just showing her like some sort of attention. So I think if I could sort of like work around it, I'm doing that. If it comes with food, if it comes with appearances, but then where's the line?
Now you want your child to be like,
it's true.
Like
I'm hearing myself, and I'm like,
we're gonna do your hair, we're gonna do your makeup, you're gonna go to the gym,
you're gonna get a nose job.
Manjaro, where's that Ozempic, girl? Like,
where is the line?
Where is the line?
I'm really hearing myself like, maybe that's
dangerous.
That's dangerous.
Guys,
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Even like with the latest stuff, if your child's like, Mum, everybody has
it.
Can I have a Louis? And you're literally like 14. Am I gonna give you the Louis because everyone has it, and I don't want you to get bullied for having?
No, you need to you need to raise your confidence. What's that thing? Get some self-esteem, girl. Like, but what you don't need to follow trends, please.
Would that have worked on you at 14?
No,
it wouldn't have for me.
It wouldn't have
worked. You don't understand,
It wouldn't have worked at all.
It wouldn't have worked.
But I would have told, I do applaud the kids who don't even need to follow the trends. Like, where does that confidence and self-esteem come from? That's built, bro. That's built. You're built. You have to tell your child that you don't need nothing. You're the most beautiful girl in the world. Nobody could touch you. Anyone who's saying otherwise is jealous. That's the kind of mom I want to be.
Like, they don't like you. They're jealous. They're just jealous.
They're so jealous. They wish they could be you. Like, because girl, you can't fall for every trend. You can't follow every crowd. I don't agree.
It is actually true. So you're gonna let your kid go to school with a unibrow?
Hell no.
Guys, so she doesn't even be.
Okay, guys. So in honor of Mother's Day, we actually did a women's only event for the first time last year. And essentially all the questions were to do
around
with women.
Yeah, I think it's International Women's Day in March as well, right?
Yes.
So we did it for Mother's Day and we did it for International Women's Day.
Yeah. So we thought, let's do another Pass Me the Mic segment. Pass me the mic. Should that be it?
Yeah, I like that. Why are we whispering though? But
I don't know. It just sounds a bit cool, right? We're still working on that one. So yes, we're gonna pass ourselves the mic with the question, bringing it back. In today's political climate, should your womanhood take priority over other identities like race, religion, and motherhood, etc.?
Oh, the girlies love this question.
They loved it so much.
I remember we posted it. They were in the comments like, this is such a good question.
It is, right?
We ate with that question.
I think I really, really enjoyed it.
We really ate with this question. This
and
question
I think
was amazing.
The conversation that stemmed from it was really
so
insightful.
Good. Yeah. So good. What do you think? Which one should go first? Race, religion, or...
Race, religion, motherhood. I think the idea of motherhood as well, that is such a funny one because like I've heard quite a bit about the fact that when you are a mother, like all other identities come second because now you're like in charge of that human being and that's all you identify as. You lose yourself essentially.
Isn't that problematic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of women were like, I'm a mom and like I'm giving a random name. I'm Zion's mom, and that is my my purpose. Yes. That's my calling.
That's like
in
an Instagram bio. Like it's like
Zion's mom, and a wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Like those are the two.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Instagram
Even marriage status. Is that like your Is that what you identify as? I don't know. Personally, I would say like the thing that immediately like stands out to me is womanhood. Which I guess as a black woman,
so not even black woman, you're a woman.
Yeah, okay. But I feel like it's hard to like separate black womanhood. Like misogynoir is a thing. Like there's a reason it's a coined term. Like the idea of feminism. I think we spoke about this before, but like the idea of feminism going into direction where like you don't recognize that your version of feminism is white feminism.
Yeah, you're actually like fighting two fights.
Exactly, intersectionality, right? You've all heard the term. And I genuinely feel like for me, I find it hard, like I said, like a lot of people who relate with this topic would find it hard to separate the two. But when I walk into a room, what do I feel like first? And I think...
Do you feel like a black person?
Or a woman?
A Christian?
Yeah, religion too.
Yeah,
I definitely... it's hard. I'm thinking about work. I'm thinking about when I walk into work. What do I feel like first? And to be honest, it's black woman, but I hate when people like we ask a question at debate and people are like, oh, it's both.
We can't stand that. It's either this or it's that. Like, we try to really like make you take a side.
Maybe then black.
It's just interesting.
Because when when I think about it, going into the office, especially like where I am now, like there's less black people, I'd say, so it makes. Yeah, I think it stands out whether you want it to or not. So I recognize the contrast. So maybe black, but like it's not just that I'm black because there's black men. Yeah, it's that I'm a black woman. So
that's the identity that you lead with. Like that you're a black woman. Yeah. Okay, so Temi is just merging the two. She said I can't pick her answer.
It's hard, but like okay, you answer and then maybe I can expand.
What is it for me? I'm black. Yeah, I think I'm black first because like. If I'm supposed to put myself with the cause of, so even with like feminism, the reason why they separated it was because white women were fighting for white women, and black women were like, well, we're black women and we're fighting racism, and we're also fighting misogyny. So I think for me is like the cause that I would probably be like, this is more pressing to me at the moment right now in my life. But don't eat me up, guys. Would probably be that I'm black. Because I think even in a corporate setting, that's what they see first.
They see that.
And even if they hire somebody, let's say they hire another black person, regardless of if they're a man or a woman, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's another one of us. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like, and if they hire
but I think the experience of a black woman is so different to a black man in corporate spaces. And I actually have heard that it's harder for black men
Really? Than black women?
Okay, don't quote me. Maybe it was like contextual, but it was essentially saying because now women are doing better in the workplace, women in general, not better than men, they're just doing better. And sorry, educational wise, women are going to doing better than men. So then when it comes to specific corporate spaces, it might be easier. Don't quote me, but I definitely saw it somewhere.
Okay, fair.
So I have heard that, but I think I completely agree with you in that that's the first thing they see.
Yeah.
But why do you think it's the first thing that you identify with? Is it because it's the first thing that they see?
I think it's the first thing that they see. It's something that, like, for me is a matter that you know how I am. It's like very, like, I'm so like I'm black. That's the cause that matters to me. Not to say that, you know, being a woman doesn't matter, and like us fighting our own fights against misogyny, the patriarchy, that's all still very important. But I feel like I was going to say we're making strides in that, but are we? I don't even think we're making strides in that.
Did you see what the President of the United States posted?
But did you see what he posted about Obama?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
So I do
it was both of them, right?
It was both of them, yeah. But I don't know. This is a very hard question. I didn't even realize.
No, it's not easy.
I didn't realize. Because intersectionality, imagine if I had a hijab on and I was a Muslim black woman. Which one am I leading with?
And you can see all three of those immediately. So which one?
That's crazy.
In a university, I had to choose like just one of the modules, and it was gender politics and identity, and we talked about intersectionality. And this is back in university when I didn't give a crap. And I wish that I cared, because this would have been so fun to learn now.
Yeah, it does sound fun to learn.
But yeah, they did talk a lot about intersectionality and what it means. And even from then, I did think like, okay, if we walk, like you said, if we walk into a space, what you're immediately identified as, is that what you identify yourself as? Do you know what I mean? Because I could say that womanhood, like I'm a woman, but I'm judged first and foremost based off the fact that I'm black.
That you're
Do you
black,
know what I mean? Or if I was like visibly Christian, you can't really be visibly a Christian, but like using Islam and being a Muslim as an example. Like you can see. So what would you judge me on? And is that judgment what I also identify as? Because you're saying like you're super like pro-black, which like completely makes sense in the way that a lot of us should be. But then does that? I'm just thinking about Dr. Umar. Does that like play into the fact that that's what you identify as, or is it, like I said, because that's what people identify see you as?
It's really interesting, because I feel like when I'm talking, I'm just trying to like remember when I'm talking about causes that matter to me, or like when I'm passionate about topics that that I speak about with friends or other people, it is usually goes back to like the liberation of black people, like black people being on an equal playing field as their other counterparts. So I do think I find myself speaking about that more, and that's not to say I don't want people to like then be like, you don't care about womanhood, you don't care about the I know that, and I know that women are fighting a very hard fight against like the patriarchy, misogyny, all of these things. But to me, I feel like if I want to, like, I want to see the liberation of my people. I want to see us like, you know, get the opportunities that we deserve. I want to see us flourish. I want to see us like, I think that's it's something that matters to me. Like I'm really passionate about that.
And I think, to be honest, like motherhood is a bit less obvious because you don't walk into the room with a mother as a mother. But people lead with that, and that becomes who they are. Like when you're introed, and obviously it's hard to speak as someone who doesn't have any kids, but I can't imagine that becoming your identity. Like if I think about my mom, think about our parents' generation, like when they became, their whole thing was to be mothers.
Like, what do you mean you're not married?
What do you mean you're not?
You don't have a child?
That was like that's what you do, and once you do that, you're good. Like I think my mom believes, like, and shout out to her, you know, everybody eats to their own, but
not
she
too
believes
much
not too much. But she believes like you know, everything will be sorted once you're married with kids. Like one, or not everything will be sorted, but like
that very African mindset of, you know, a woman must have a husband. And have, like, that's the natural progression of life.
Exactly.
You get married, progression. You have kids.
And then when that happens, then of course, someone who has that belief, you're going to identify as that. That's going to be the first thing you lead with.
Exactly,
because my kids are my world. Being a wife is my capacity, is my calling. So I think it's definitely, depends on your views. It depends, I guess. I wouldn't say how progressive rest of you are, but I think it just like, what do you stand for and stand by the most? And I think the reason why I couldn't separate Black women, which isn't fair, I should be able to choose one, but it's just like, I think the experience is unique in the fact that you're both. A Black woman.
I agree with that though. I do think that it depends on the room that you're walking into, because even in a corporate setting, like when you have a team, if you was to like be in a team of all Black men, you are a woman in that setting. Do you know what I mean? But then if you was to be in a team of like all white men, you're a Black woman. So it depends on the setting that you're walking into. Like it just, even depending on where you live, like remember with the whole England flags going up, and you're a Muslim woman that wears a hijab, you're Muslim. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like it just depends where you are, the environment that you're in. I didn't realize how hard this question was.
No, legit.
Yeah, because I feel like people
it's given it depends.
People, and we don't like the answer, but I think it truly does.
No, it does
depend.
It does.
But I was speaking to someone this week, and they were talking about how hard it is to be a mum. They were saying that they feel like there's no like protections around motherhood. Like mums don't really get any benefits. Like, because even imagine being hired into a role, I guess they're gonna be like, do you have kids? Because they want to know like your level of like men are more likely to get hired in certain roles because you don't have as much responsibility, even if you are a father. Because they just assume that your wife or your female counterpart or whoever is just going to be doing the brunt of the child work. Do you know what I mean? So
even the fact that like paternity leave is so much
2 weeks is 2 weeks in the UK, and maternity leave is like a whole year. So it's like, do we hire her when you know she has a chance of getting pregnant and leaving for a year? It depends.
It's nuanced.
We really don't like that.
Sorry, guys.
That answer, but I guess it really does depend. But yeah, man, I'm a Black woman. No, I'm Black.
No, you're Black.
I'm Black.
Well, I mean, but you're also a woman.
I'm Black, but I'm also a woman.
Yeah, I think the religion one I at least identify with. Not that I don't identify as a Christian, but I think I'm just too open-minded. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just too open-minded. Like, I think I'd be way less willing to compromise on my beliefs as a Black woman than I would. Oh damn, that makes it sound like I'm compromising on my religion. But it's more that I just really understand that not everybody's gonna have my belief when it comes to my belief, because it's faith. It's based off of things that you are not seen. You can see that I'm a Black woman, and you're gonna deny that my existence is important. I'm here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. And I don't even think you are putting it as on the list because you don't have strong faith or you're not a devout Christian. I just think it's because there's probably like those matters are way more pressing than being a Christian. I feel like especially in the West, maybe like, you know, speak in the comments below if you agree with what we're saying, but I feel like there's not a really like negative stereotypes.
Whereas if it was
like if
Muslim,
you was Muslim, you would have a different
that's true
approach.
That's
because,
very true.
Like
there's an attack essentially on it.
Whereas it's more stigmatized.
Actually you're so right.
Maybe that's the reason why we're like, you know, we're Christian and
because we're not being ostracized. Is ostracized the word? We're not. It's not like a prevalent issue, so to say, to be not to say it being as Muslim is an issue, but people are getting at it essentially.
Like people are burning down mosques and stuff. Like people aren't really doing. I don't know. People aren't really doing that in churches, but you know,
there's a
what
rise.
You think.
There's a rise of something happening though.
What?
Actually, Christians? No. That's like the whole nationalist, like white supremacy. I don't want to get into that. That's that American stuff. I hope none of that stuff comes here, but it's already happening actually.
What, the rise of what people using Christianity?
No, like the white version of it, the white nationalism and all of that stuff. Reform. I just feel like reform and all the like negative things that party pushes. Did I say this the other time, like the fact that I didn't know reform was bigger than the Green Party?
Apparently they are. We found that out the other day when we was doing research for our event. Apparently they are.
They're a bigger party than the Green Party.
I don't, but somebody in the audience was like, that's old. Okay. You know, they won't be afraid to tell us.
Fair.
They were like, that's old.
Okay, if that's old, I pray it is. Like, let us know. Ignore what I'm saying. But if that's not true, do you know how scary that anyways?
Yeah, that is scary.
That is very scary.
Is everyone entitled to their beliefs?
I mean, everyone no, everyone is entitled to their beliefs.
Is wrong.
But I have this thing like, and I'm gonna butcher the explanation of it. I wish I could explain it the way that it was explained to me. But sometimes, like, when we allow people to spew such like narratives, it essentially like indoctrinates people to feel like these narratives are normal.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
like, it doesn't, we shouldn't even allow, we should not be platforming these views.
Yeah.
And I'm not, like, that's not to say people don't believe them, but, like, when you platform it, you make it seem like it's something that
we can even have a conversation around.
We shouldn't even be talking. What do you mean I'm a lesser race? Or, like, what are we talking? What are we talking about? Or, like, we don't deserve, people are illegal, like, or, like, we don't have a right to live in this land that was stolen. I just think, like, are we really being honest right now? Like, I was talking to one of my friends and, like, we were talking about, you know, we actually spoke about this a couple episodes ago, but how people were voting for conservative because they made a little bit of money. Yeah. And it's like, I'm not saying you can't make a little bit of money and want your taxes to be lower. Like, you know, you're making money now and you're seeing how much they're taking from you and it sucks. Does that mean that you should go and vote for a party that majority of the things that they're advocating for go against your personal interest besides the tax? I don't agree with that, you know?
I don't agree with that. But then somebody inside the chat room, again briefly, somebody was like, even the whole aspect of voting in the first place, like, is it really even doing anything? Like, what's the point? Because I used to hear that all the time. I remember when I was like, I think it was Jeremy Corbyn that was running for Prime Minister, and I was like, make sure you go vote Labour. And a lot of people were like, what's the point of voting? Yeah. Like, do we still believe in democracy? Like, is that even a thing?
I mean, I can't lie, recently.
Tinfoil hat.
No, genuinely, recently I've been thinking, like, no, we definitely, like, sorry, I've been hearing why people say that, like, what is voting even doing? But actually, one of the things that was released in That Man Who Should Not Be Named, the file, he mentioned, by no means can we let Jeremy Corbyn win. Yeah, he said that.
No way.
Yeah, he said, by no means can we let Jeremy Corbyn win. And apparently, don't quote me, but that was like the only time that Jeremy Corbyn was mentioned. Like, we can't let him win.
Oh,
and that made me feel like happy. That made me feel like, obviously it's scary, the fact that you even have a means to let him win or lose, but it made me think, like, you know that you can't let someone like him win, because he's actually advocating for the everyday person, and that perhaps maybe you don't have as much say in him winning or losing as you think you do, but he lost.
Because he lost, So I think that's really interesting, because even people in the group chat would just say, some people really liked him, some people were like, he doesn't have a clue. Like, how?
Who doesn't have a clue?
Jeremy Corbyn. They were saying he doesn't have a clue. Like, he's just like, he's making up these very, like, unrealistic
why is it unrealistic?
Because it's like, where's the money gonna come from?
Where is the money coming from now? What are you talking about? Like, every time I think about this, like, what are we actually saying? It doesn't make any sense. They can get the money that they're using for the BS that they're using it for now. You telling me he can't do it for his BS, if you want to call it that? Let him take it and move it for a different purpose. It's BS in both ways, if that's what you're trying to call it. But it's
people
possible.
are saying that he doesn't have a clue. Like, he's not like, that he's not equipped to, like, run a country. And it's like, have you seen the people
who are running the country?
The people we've had in power? Like, what's that lady's name that was in power for like 20? Liz Truss. She was there for like 20 days. Like, please,
it's some BS. I just want to say the thing about political, like, not voting, that political apathy. I think that's purposeful, guys. I think they're doing it on purpose.
So
go and vote. And I'm not necessarily saying it because it's going to change the world, because damn, guys, you've seen, we don't even know. I don't even know. But I just think, I feel like that will help them. I feel like us not voting would help them, because the more you know about how the political system works, the more you recognize that, like, and when they're doing it the way it should be done, not voting is just a vote to the party that you don't want in power. True, so you might as well use it. Do you know what I mean?
Fair. So to pick on the question that we've done, what are you picking? And guys, tell us in the comments what you're
identifying as.
Even if you're a man, like, tell us in the comments what you're identifying as. But as women as well, tell us. So what do you think? Final answer.
Black woman.
No. Final answer.
Okay, black. Okay, black. Okay,
no,
black.
It's not. It's woman.
No.
Tell me that I'm a woman first.
No, but, like, don't lump me with them.
I do not support all women.
Like,
legit. That tweet.
Yes.
Some of y'all are dumb.
Yeah. You can't lump me with everybody, guys.
You can't lump me with every woman. Yeah. Fair enough. Guys, it's time for Don't Cancel Me. Don't Cancel Me or Dear Debate, whichever one you guys vote for, we still don't know. Okay, so somebody here said, oh, guys, whilst we're here, please, we're going to leave the link below. Send us your hot takes,
yes.
things that you would say that would get you cancelled, and we will react to it and tell you our opinion. Okay, so hot take. Most people's husbands and wives are in the friend zone. You better spin the block, people. Stop being so damn picky. You ain't all that, man.
Ooh.
I'm for dating your friends.
Oh.
100%.
Why do you say that?
I've got a lovely love story, guys, from dating your friend. You don't know. You never know.
Yeah.
Like the guy that you're like, that's my bestie. That's my bestie. No, baby, that's your husband.
Yeah. I can actually hear that.
Yeah, I'm for it.
I feel like, what's the problem with that, actually? What do people say that's wrong with that?
He said most people.
We were actually talking about this in Nigeria, and like Mofe, actually, one of our friends, shout out to Mofe if we ever get him on the pod. He was saying like, yeah, because you know too much about them though, so you don't like.
That's perfect.
That's good, right?
Because we can skip past the like. Okay, so you know the whole 6 months or whatever. That's when, or 3 months, the honeymoon phase. That's when you're like putting your best foot forward. Like, oh, I never go out. I love to stay home.
I'm fake. I'm lying.
Yeah, and he's just like, you know, I take my girls traveling. Like, I don't do all of that stuff. Everybody's just putting their best foot forward.
Yeah.
But when you're friends,
you already know
you
what's
already
cap.
know. You already know.
Yeah.
Like, I remember with my partner now, like, we used to talk about everything. That was my best friend. Like, we used to talk about everything.
That's so
previous
cute.
Relationships, we used to talk about everything. So when we got together, it was like, hey, I like you. And it was just pick up from there.
But I think people's fear is that like, oh, then you lose a friend. And I just don't care.
No, that's true. That's a big one.
No, like,
because I lose my partner and my friend.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't care. That's crazy.
That's devastating.
I don't mean I don't care, but I just mean like, guys, like things are gonna happen in life.
It's true.
Like, not everything lasts, and when it does last, we're so grateful and so happy that it does.
It's true. I think the what's that thing? The reward is worth the risk.
Yes.
Yeah. The risk is worth the reward.
The risk is worth the reward. Yeah. And I think people are just a bit too fearful. Yeah. Not saying that every friend you should get with your friend.
Oh no.
But I
but the one that you're like, that's a good man right there. Yeah. That's the one you might just be like.
Yeah. But then again, actually, that's risky because like I do think there are circumstances where maybe friends get together and it just changes. Like the dynamic change. I have heard of this theory, like the respect is not there anymore because you view that person in a different light.
Okay, maybe that's interesting.
But I think that's a very immature view.
Yeah. I think like if you're both mature, you guys are both friends, you guys respect each other. Because I think even like as friends, you have respect for each other.
Yes,
do you know what
I
mean?
There's certain things you wouldn't want to do
exactly
to your
because
friend.
You're my friend.
Yeah,
and I respect your. I want your friendship.
Yeah,
more so, and like I appreciate it. So I think what's better than friends to lovers? You guys tell me a better trope than friends to lovers.
Genuinely, I think the only like fear of that is if it doesn't work out, which once again I don't think that matters that much. Not to say it doesn't matter, but like not everything works out. Yeah. So if you take away that, it sounds like a great.
Like, why not?
Are
you guys for dating your friends? Let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know. Here you go. Next one.
I think glorifying obesity / advocating for more plus size models is silly. We're glorifying poor health. Lose weight, people. You'll be all the better for it.
Oof. Yeah,
we did speak about this.
Yeah, we even in our events, I think we had the Victoria's Secret for the trending topics where somebody was saying like, why is Angel Reese in it? She's like, her body isn't unrealistic enough. It's very achievable.
They only want to see unattainable bodies walking down the runway. I thought that was some crazy. Yeah. Those were some crazy takes, guys. Yeah. What is going on? Yeah, that's how you know we've gone backwards. Because
we have gone backwards. Because remember the body positivity.
Yes,
anybody can be. Yes, anyone and everyone is beautiful, and now we're going back.
Bro, I don't want to see a attainable body on the runway. It needs to be something that I can only dream of.
That's crazy.
What are we talking about?
That's so. Why does it have to be so extreme? Like, it doesn't have to be. You know, there's a middle ground. You don't have to be like two separate sides of the spectrum. Like, there can be a middle ground.
I think glorifying obesity. The problem is that people will say glorifying obesity. I don't like when people are fat, but with poor health. You don't care about their health.
You always do say that though.
You don't care about your health. You just don't like how it looks. Yeah. Like you think like there are skinny people who are unhealthy. Yeah, true. All they eat is What-Sits and chocolate. Like, are you talking about their health? You don't care about their health. You just don't like how the bigness looks for whatever reason. I think people. We actually at one of our debates recently, someone was talking about obesity because I think one of the questions had to do with body image, and he was saying like when he was a bit bigger, essentially people associated with him with being lazy and how in the workplace it's not as beneficial.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is. I think it's the negative connotations that come with being of a larger size.
But isn't this person then giving you advice? You'll be all the better for it, lose weight?
Yeah, but
or are you telling, like, should we as a society get comfortable with people being big, or should big people just lose the weight and
I don't know. It depends.
Society?
I think I'm on the side of TikTok where it's like people have lost weight and they're like, this is the best thing I've ever done in my entire life, the best decision I've ever made.
Yeah.
So if that's how you feel, then of course, like, lose weight. But like, some people are happy, but it's society that is telling them that they shouldn't be happy.
Oh, okay,
or some people are comfortable with how they look. You've never met a fat, confident person? There's hella fat. There's hella fat. Yeah. Like, and on top of that, like, not to say losing weight wouldn't be a bit healthier, but they're fine. Yeah. Their doctor's not going to them like, you're about to die of heart disease if you don't lose weight. Yeah. They're fine. Yeah. And they're fat. Yeah. So what's the problem?
Yeah. Is it that you have a problem with it? Or
I think it's that society has a problem with it. I think skinny has always just been that.
But if skinny is in and you want society to treat you a better way, then you know what to do, right?
Oh, 1,000%. No. I think if you're doing it for vanity purposes, girl. Yeah,
you know what to do.
You know what to do. Yeah. But I think if it's like a thing where it's not, you're not even being called to lose the weight yourself, it's just like pressure that you're getting from external factors. Find the confidence in yourself, babe. If that you probably already have. Yeah. Because you were fine until people told you shouldn't be. Yeah. That's not fair.
But then maybe I'm not.
I don't know. I think there are people who are big who are absolutely fine with it. It's only with like the change of tides of times and the changing tides where being body positivity is no longer in. Yeah. Like Lizzo was a big girl. I feel like she was fine with being big.
But she lost weight and now she's like,
yeah. She seems happier. Yeah.
She seems happier. Obviously, we don't know how she actually is, but she seems happier. So it's like, could you argue that, you know, when you lose weight, you could possibly feel better for it?
No,
because
but I
can treated nicer as well.
And I think people don't like to talk about that side. Yeah. Actually, a fat person who's lost weight will tell you you are treated better, which sucks because it just
shows how vain
it just emphasizes every thought that you probably had prior to losing the weight. Like, oh, if I lost weight, and then you lose weight, and then it's actually really sad. Yeah. But I genuinely feel like if you have to know why you're doing it, because I feel like as someone who's lost some weight, I wanted to lose weight. Like, it was a purposeful thing. Did it come from vanity reasons? Hell yeah. Like, it wasn't for anything else. It's because I liked how I looked smaller. So I said, let me be smaller. Yeah. But I think there are people who genuinely like how they look big. Yeah. And they're fine with it. It's just society telling them. Yeah. And even in society telling them, they're like, they can block it out. So if that's the case,
if you're a confident person and you're good and like you don't even conform, you don't even hear what society's saying because you're good, you have somebody who loves you for your size, you're good on your own, whatever it is, then I don't think you should let society tell you how to live your life if you're good with it.
I agree, but I think takes like this just stem from, in my opinion, that like policing thing, or like I don't know, people not liking how being fat looks personally, or projection. Because I think I think
you can be big yourself.
I think it's projection, because sometimes people who are big and they see people who are big, other people who are big, thriving and living and being confident, it's like it irks you because you don't have that in you to be like that.
Yes, guys, that's so like true. What's that show? This Is Us.
Yes.
Her husband started losing weight and she was like fuming.
She was so angry.
She was like, how dare you? Like, she was really upset.
I never understood that, but as I got older, I realized that you were jealous.
You were jealous, yeah.
You were literally jealous.
Yeah, I agree. That's where it came from. Did we avoid being single mothers in our teens just to become single mothers in our 20s and 30s?
I love that.
What do you
I've never heard it like
crying.
I love that. I love that.
What do you love?
I've never heard it I've never heard it articulated like that, but I've thought about that so much.
Really?
Yes, because it's like you do all this the way I'm interpreting it, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm thinking like she's basically saying that you get older and you're with someone and you think it's fine. You're at the age where you should be together and having children, and it still doesn't end well. So now you're a single mother regardless. That's the way I interpret it. What is she trying to say?
I think I got we avoided being teen mums to just maybe in our 20s and 30s become a bit more sloppy and just like be sleeping with anyone. Am I wrong?
Oh, okay.
That's how I'm interpreting it.
Yeah, I think your way is like damn, you should have done that when you were 14.
Yeah,
then
I'm
something
seeing it like negatively.
No,
like they're like,
so but both of them are
well...
negative.
Okay, fair.
Both of them are negative.
Fair.
The one I'm saying is just there's less control over the situation.
Yeah.
Because if you did wait until you were a bit older and you got with someone and you guys were together and then you had the children and it still didn't work out.
Because what am I supposed to do in that situation? It wasn't my fault.
It actually wasn't my fault.
Whereas I think the way I'm interpreting it is like you were like actively avoiding it in your early teens, but then when you became like 20s or 30s, you're just like, you know, maybe time's running out. I want a kid. You know, I know he's not the best, but you know, I
can hear that.
I want a child, so I'm just gonna sleep with him anyways.
I was watching Insecure again, and I'm at the part where Condola says that she wants to have. Oh, spoiler.
I think well, maybe not, but if you haven't watched Insecure, you should watch it. 10 out of 10.
Condola says she wants to have the child.
I was so mad at her for that. I was
so mad at her.
But why are we mad at her for that?
But
they both laid down. They both slept together. Yeah. He knew the consequences. And I want to keep the baby.
Context, she got with, there was a girl and a guy. They got together. They broke up, but she wanted
the baby and he didn't.
And he had moved on. And she was like, you don't have to be involved. What the heck? You're having my baby. You think I'm not involved?
You knew that there was a possibility that I would keep this child, so you don't have to be involved. Okay.
No, but I'm not I'm not a bad person. Only a bad person would not be involved in their child's life, even if it was under duress.
Dun, dun, dun. Is that controversial to say?
Oh, I didn't even deep what I was
saying. I don't
even
think it's controversial to say.
It shouldn't be.
If you don't take care of your children, you're not a good... Is it you're not a good dad or you're not a good person?
Good person. Child.
Good person.
Wait, how do you have a child roaming the earth? And you don't
take care of them, know where they're at, anything to do with them. Fair enough. Yeah, I agree. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. Lawrence was never going to do that. He's a good person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so I think if we're interpreting this the way in that people are like getting sloppy towards their 20s and like becoming single parents regardless. But then what are we waiting for? You're old enough now. Not everybody believes that you have to get married before you have children, you know?
That is true, yeah. Like, what if I just do want the child? Yeah. But then it's like, so there's two sides to this. It's so interesting because it's like, if I want the child, but I don't want to... Sorry, what am I saying?
There's two sides to this.
There's two sides to the story because if you want the child, but you don't want to be with the person, but I want the child, so what now? And then there's another side to the story where it's like, okay, but I want to be in a relationship. I want my child to have a father, all of these things. Like, what do you actually do?
Yeah.
Because am I just not going to have a child because a man isn't picking me?
Yeah.
Or am I just going to have a child anyway and be a single mom and have the stigma of a single mom?
Some people I think more people are leaning towards the latter. And that's probably what this is sounding like.
Damn.
Because if you want kids, you want kids. Yeah. I don't really agree with that, but each to their own.
Like, if you want kids, you want kids.
Yeah, and if it means like, as in, if you want kids, you want kids. I don't care if the father is involved. I'm gonna do it single. I don't feel like that. I don't agree.
But
with
people
that.
go to like a sperm bank and have kids. Like, I'm having kids by any means necessary.
Yeah, but I think there should be. I think there should try and bring your child up with like a family. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what if like I've got brothers, I've got uncles, I've got I've got a dad and he's great. Like, must my child have a father
and a mother?
Yeah. Like,
and there's different types of couples now.
There's different types of couples.
There are gay couples.
Yeah,
there are like nuclear
family
family isn't.
Yeah.
You're right. I just think maybe it's given trad.
Trad wife.
I just think I'm still like in that traditional like, no, God forbid. I think
what's wrong with a trad wife era?
I swear that's like,
is that a bad thing? Does that have bad connotations?
It has bad connotations. Yeah.
To be a trad wife.
Yes. It's associated with the whole like right wing MAGA movement.
What does it have to do with you that I am a trad wife?
Girl.
Oh my God.
Girl. We can't even get into it, guys.
It's actually too
We gotta
much.
wrap it up.
Let people live their lives.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. I'm a trad wife. I wanna bear all my husband's children.
And sit at home
cook and clean for him. By the time he gets home, there's a meal on the table.
Oh.
What is your problem?
I'm glitching.
Let people live their life, guys, okay?
And with that,
thank you guys
so much. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Deb8Ldn Podcast.
That's going to be in your head all day now.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yes, please.
Come to our event. We'll leave all the links down below.
Yes,
Join the group chat. Say, hey, I'm from the YouTube video. Blah,
yes.
blah, blah.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I would love that. We would love that.
But yeah, until next time, guys.
See you later. Bye.